The Miami Dolphins have made significant strides in recent years, especially with Tua Tagovailoa at quarterback. However, one persistent issue continues to be a thorn in their side: the offensive line. Throughout Tagovailoa's time with the Dolphins, the offensive line has struggled due to injuries, lack of depth, and some draft picks that didn't pan out as expected. Head coach Mike McDaniel has been working hard to address these problems. He has developed an offense designed to get the ball out of Tagovailoa's hands quickly, keeping the defense on its toes. McDaniel also brought in Butch Berry to strengthen the offensive line, and for a time, it seemed like things were improving. However, injuries have once again become a major concern. The Dolphins lost two key starters from last year's interior line, and the team has not done enough to fill those gaps. They did sign Aaron Brewer to take over at center and added a few depth players, but so far, none of them have stepped up to become reliable starters. The situation at tackle is stable. Austin Jackson is protecting Tagovailoa's blind side, while Terron Armstead holds down the left side, with Patrick Paul and Kendall Lamb providing backup. The real issue lies with the interior offensive line. According to the latest depth chart, Robert Jones is set to play at left guard, Aaron Brewer at center, and Liam Eichenberg at right guard. Dolphins fans have reason to worry, though. Isaiah Wynn, who was expected to start at left guard, is missing in action. Brewer, who has been sidelined with an injury, has also struggled with snapping the ball and hasn't shown much promise in other areas. Meanwhile, Eichenberg has not developed as the team hoped. The only bright spot in the offensive line group has been Patrick Paul, who has impressed enough to earn mentions from reporters. Unfortunately, Paul is likely to spend the season as a backup, not a starter. There's been some talk about moving Paul to guard, at least temporarily, to shore up the position. However, some believe that his height and footwork aren't suited for that role. It's a controversial idea, but some think it's worth trying, as the alternative could be allowing Tagovailoa to face constant pressure from the middle of the line all season. It's possible that these concerns are premature, but last season showed how quickly things can go wrong. When Connor Williams and Robert Hunt were injured last year, the Dolphins' offense struggled significantly in the latter part of the season. Now, with both of those players gone and one replacement already hurt, the situation feels even more precarious. While it's only the first week of training camp, the Dolphins need to consider their options. They should be actively looking for help across the league before it's too late. The interior offensive line could become the Achilles heel of an otherwise promising season, and the Dolphins can't afford to let that happen. Adding to the concerns is the fact that the AFC East is expected to be highly competitive this year. With teams like the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets strengthening their rosters, any weakness in the Dolphins' lineup could be exploited by these rivals. The pressure is on for the Dolphins to make the necessary adjustments before the season kicks off.